Okay, so it's currently like, what time is it? Like 11? 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, okay, so it's 10:42 right now. And it's a Saturday night, and most people are out like partying and things. But I've just been sitting around here wondering if there's like something that I haven't done in my life that I've wanted to do. And so I figured now and tonight was like the right time to do it. And so as I'm sitting here living the loner life, it struck my mind, ever since I was a kid, I've always, made like cookies, right? Like we've always made like chocolate chip cookies and things. But we could never make just one massive chocolate chip cookie. And so the other day I was at the store and I saw these like little tubes of cookie dough, and so I decided that today I would just go ahead and just put a whole bunch of cookie dough on a plate and see just how exactly feasible a massive cookie would be, because we've all had them like at the carnivals and things, and I really don't know how hard they could be to make. So today we're just gonna mess around. I'm just gonna basically throw a bunch of cookie dough on this thing right there, and then cook it and then eat it. Yum. So, anyway, you guys can't even tell, like, the camera setup I've got going on right now. Like, I've got my big old camera. Here, let me just show you. Here, so, look in the mirror right now. Look at what I look like. Look at this camera. And I got, like, the light on. And also, my room is incredibly dirty, so I'm going to leave this. But, I've just been sitting around doing nothing, and so I figured I might as well do something. And that something is making a video and making some big old cookies. So, let me just throw all this on a pan really quick. Okay, so I've only got 2 things of cookie dough because I don't really know if I'm going to be able to eat all of this cookie, right? And so my roommates aren't here right now, but I'm sure they'll help me eat it. But I only bought 2 because I didn't want to overdo it, and because it's just like a test. You just never know what you're going to get. So I'm just going to cut these off really quickly here. And like, I really feel like I should have done this, like earlier than I have. I'm like 20 years old now, and as an adult, I still haven't, done anything particularly that you're not supposed to do as a child until now. And so, wow, that actually came out a lot easier than I thought it would. So it's basically just a huge log of cookie dough, and I'm just gonna, okay. I'm gonna have to mess with this, and I still gotta bust out the other one here. So just a sec. Okay, so I've got them both here. I'm just going to kind of like form them into the shape of like a massive cookie. And so I've tried to I've had it out of the fridge for quite a while now. And so I think I'm just going to try and, okay, see, so that's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Let me do the same thing over here. No, I'm really glad I didn't try and make my own cookie dough, because now if they taste bad, I can blame it on the dough I bought. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with one ball here in the middle and kind of, I feel like I got to spread it out, otherwise it's not going to bake all the way through, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe I should move the camera in closer, huh? Okay, hold on. Okay, so y'all should be able to see. So I just got, and I don't want it to puff up too. I don't even know if all of this is going to fit on one tray, low key. So I think if let's see. But I also think you want it like loose, right? Like I don't want to smash it all down like I'm doing. Like, as I say that, I'm like smashing it down even more. But like I don't know how this is going to turn out. I really don't. So let me just. Okay, so I feel like that looks like a pancake, right? Like, that can't be right. Hold on. Right, so normal cookies, you, like, put them in a ball. And, like, right now I just got, like, a flat thing here. So let me... What if I do it like that? Will this ever cook? Like, will this thing ever cook? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, man. I think if I just put a huge ball on here, is that gonna cook? I think I gotta go like under. This thing is gonna take like 3 hours to cook. Okay. What about that? That doesn't look too shabby, right? And as it cooks, it'll like, whoo, you know? Right? Like, whoo. I think so. I think this is how I'm going to leave it. Basically just a big old ball of cookie dough in the middle of the plate. YOLO. I'm terrible with camera. So, like I said, I've had it like this. While the oven finishes preheating, I went ahead and I took a look at the packaging that this thing came with, and it said that you're supposed to cook it at 350 for like 13 or 19 or something minutes. I reckon that's probably not going to be enough time, so I'm just going to pop it in whenever this thing finishes, and then we're just going to see how long it takes, and I'll tell you at the end. And I really, really hope that for the $4.15 I spent on this cookie dough, come on, there we go. Look at how good that looks. Like, I want to eat this. But, I'm sorry, I'll keep looking at the viewfinder, which is, like, over here. Not at you guys. But, like, you know, like, yes. I really want this to turn out, so I'm praying that it works. Anyway, cooking with Puredominace and how to mess up cookies. Let's go. Okay, actually, one quick thing. I deliberated with some people that are much smarter than myself, and I think that this is the way to make it cook a little bit more even. So I'm gonna pop this in the oven. We're gonna wait like an hour probably, and hopefully I'm gonna be eating like one of those massive cookies that you get at the carnival, but in all likelihood probably not. So YOLO. Can y'all see that? Y'all can't even see it. Best cameraman ever. Also, low-key, I somehow managed to get cookie dough on my hands, only grabbing the outside. Makes sense, right? Okay, anyway. All right. Okay, so let's pop it right in there. And, hopefully in, you know, a little while we'll have a cookie. Okay, so we're just about here at the 20-minute mark, and if we go ahead and we take a look at it, you can see it's getting kind of risky towards the edges. But I'm hoping that they're going to solidify here pretty quick. I hope you guys can see that. Let me double check. Yeah, so you guys can see kind of what that looks like. I'm letting out all the heat in the oven, but it's looking pretty promising. Assuming that it doesn't just keep shooting off the edge. Hi, I'm still here. Woo, yeah. It should be okay. So we'll check another in like 5 minutes. Okay, so at the risk of not having a fully cooked center, I've taken this out a little bit early, but I think I might have overdone it, actually. But anyway, the point is it worked. Look at this thing. Look at how cool this is. Look. Okay, so it actually cooked relatively easily. You guys are looking at the wall. There we go. So you can see it actually cooked relatively easily. It actually worked out pretty doggone well, which I am amazed at. Now, it does jiggle a little bit in the middle. Let me see if I can show you this here. So it does jiggle. Well, okay, that was an awful demonstration. Just take my word for it. It's hard to see it on the camera, but it does jiggle a little bit when you shake it side to side. But it looks incredible. And so I'm about to get myself a plate, chop into that baby, and give it a taste test. But I think when it like cools off, it might be a little bit tough here around the edges. But for right now, I think it's probably pretty okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it up, and I'll show you guys what it tastes like. Okay, so I cut myself off a chunk here. You can see kind of what it looks like there. Pretty tasty. And let me just go ahead and get in there. It is a little bit gooey in the middle, but you know what? It looks good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Better than the ones you get at the carnival, baby. So I'm just about to devour probably not much more than I already have here, but I'll share it around. It'll be tasty. And I can't believe it actually worked. I thought it was going to be like dripping all down like in my stove and stuff, but it turned out pretty well. So anyway, that's how to make an amateur hour massive cookie. I really didn't think it would work, but it did, and so now I'm just going to eat lots of cookie. Thanks for watching.